And we're live.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up again.
Thanks you for showing up again.
And also these guys.
And also these,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
these guys.
yeah.
They're the important ones.
Yep.
We're replaceable, but they're
That's
not.
true, actually.
Very much so.
One might argue they're the reason we are doing
true.
our job.
Exactly.
Which is to show you our progress on Eden Rising and Vizio's new 8-player co-op tower defense open world mashup.
There you go.
Coming very soon.
Soon. TM.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I'm Pat.
I'm Brent.
And yeah, this is Eden Rising. What are we taking a look at today, Brent?
All right, so today we are going to take a look at a biome that we haven't really seen in the past 2 Twitches,
Okay.
which is the Fungal Preserve. And it's an area to the north of the Valley of the Ascendants that we've looked at before. It's actually tuned as the second biome we sort of expect you to go to, even though you can sort of go anywhere you want. That's sort of like where we expect you to go. There's a little bit of something that you have to get through in order to get there. We'll look at that some other time.
Yeah.
But the way the game works is that you're intended to sort of migrate between the different Crucible camps and do different sieges. So when you go to this area, you'll find all sorts of new technologies. You'll find new monsters with new resources. And so basically, you move around the whole game world trying to complete all of the Crucibles. And so we're just going to take a look at the next one.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I've got some art ready for us to review
All right.
as well, to preview.
Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, take a look at here's some art.
All right, so the Fungal Preserve thematically is a much denser, more like jungle forest type environment compared to that of the valley, which is much more open and temperate. Thematically, there's trees everywhere, there's monster nests, there's all sorts of those things, and there's also a massive chasm that's sort of like spreading across it. So it's a lot more claustrophobic compared to the valley, and you'll be sort of running through, and then suddenly you'll come to an edge and see just a giant open expanse that you don't want to drop into. So this is really sort of like pushing the lush, colorful theme of Eden Rising in this area.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it. I actually haven't taken a look at the zone at all.
At all?
Yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
this is all news to me.
All right. So this one, this one is relatively new for a lot of people in our team, actually.
There we go.
All right.
Well, let's dive right in.
Okay. So this week, our tribe is a lot larger than usual.
Yeah, we brought some extra friends.
Yeah. We have Raptor. I think I know who that is. Gemma. Hi.
Hi.
Costa. Empty.
Empty, who forgot to put a name in. Empty.
See, I think that every time, but he actually names himself.
He names himself Empty?
Yeah. That's that. And Mike again as well. And so these guys are going to be helping us get to the Crucible. So actually, if you take a step forward, you can find out where we're going today.
All right, let's take. Oh wow! Oh, look at all those trees!
All right.
Oh boy!
So
There's a lot happening.
This is the Fungal Preserve. So thematically, it's actually a preserve that was set aside for scientific research by the Ascendants. And as you're sort of combing your way through it, you'll find evidence of that. But our target is the Crucible.
All right, over there. So they did all this research, still haven't put any of this fungus on pizza, right?
Well, does pizza exist in their culture?
You promised me that we would be bringing pizza to this planet.
You're not the first person to ask me for fungus pizza in this game, so we'll see what we can do.
Gonna sneak my way down this. God, this is always nerve-wracking when I do this in games. Oh no!
All right.
Yeah, this always gives me Raptor did not make the plunge correctly.
Bummer.
Yeah.
All right. And watch out! That Gorgon brute down there is a lot nastier than the Gorgons you've seen in the valley.
He looks not very friendly.
Yeah. So stay out of his way. You're gonna want to head to the left. Hey, somebody saved Raptor. That's nice.
So like around this terrifying beast.
Yeah. Remember, it's always a good idea to go with your friends because they can resurrect you.
Oh no, should we be killing him or should we be running? I don't know, Brent.
You can give it a shot. I mean, you've got Costa here.
We've got all of our friends. We've got a whole crew of people here.
I think, he moves a lot faster than the other ones, and I think when he reaches 50%, he's going to do some bad stuff, so
he's
watch
going to
out.
be pretty mean.
He's going to crush some people. Oh, looks like he's having a little bit of trouble moving. Apologies.
Still not shipping it yet.
Exactly.
We'll fix these things.
All right, so with 5 different people, you made pretty short work of him. I believe the server is actually tuned down a little bit.
All right,
so
all right.
He could be a little bit harder. These guys are also equipping things like crystal weapons that you don't even get until the end of the game. So
Speaking of cool weapons, check out that spear.
That's
that
right.
Bident right there.
Yeah, the Claw Bident just got in this week, and it looks pretty sick. That's actually just the level 1 version. The level 2 and 3 are bigger. Oh, some wild beasts. These are familiar from the valley. They're very annoying if you are encountering them solo. So, yeah, the Claw Bident is another Bident.
Right.
Which is meant to be used against single targets primarily.
Yeah, it only hits one guy at a time.
Yep.
But its damage numbers are quite high for that one guy. But be very careful if you get caught out of position with 2 or 3 or even more friends.
Yeah, exactly. Like against a horde of Medusas, it's not the best idea. But against a Gorgon, it can be great.
Or a single Myrmidon right there.
Yeah,
Ooh,
exactly.
I'm getting. These are my favorite now. They're my new favorite in the game.
They're really handy. If you find them out in the environment,
handy.
you can use them sort of like on the fly as a trap to just trigger some enemies. We're only staying on the path, so you're seeing the easier encounters. But if you go to the side and enter the nests, you'll find some Gorgon Rexes and some Manticores and all sorts of nasty stuff.
All kinds of mean people.
Yeah. That right there is another one of the outposts that has a mini siege in it.
Ah, right.
But we're going to skip that today.
Well, yeah, that's a future stream. That's not today's stream.
So the Claw Bident is actually a great tanking weapon because it adds additional aggro when you attack. If you use the heavy attack, it'll do a big aggro pull. And if you are, it also does a small debuff that makes the target do a bit less damage. So that's perfect for tanking gear, basically.
Ah.
And usually when you're tanking, it's against one big target. So yeah, the Crucible's still in that direction. What's that thing? Oh, it's a Electro Self. He seems to be running away from
What is
You
it?
think you can catch up with him?
I believe in myself.
Okay, you got him. All right. So you'll find...
What'd I get?
So normally, you probably would have had the appropriate technology right now. You got an Electrocyte. The Sylphs are kind of like the Nudibranchs or Butterflies of Eden, so there's a whole bunch of different colors. But they provide a sort of electrical effect, which is used for certain turrets, certain weapons, and the charge-discharge system that encourages synergy in our game. And there are several different kinds. There are rare Electrocells that are only found in like very limited quantities. There are ones that you can only find in certain environments, etc.
I feel like we're getting close to where we're going.
Yeah, actually, you guys are moving along.
Yeah, we're going. There he is. There's that monolith. What's the sign say? 300 or 500 cubits.
Yep. Here, take a look out across the chasm. Ooh. So, this area, that chasm actually sort of continues through several biomes. And in fact, there is a biome that's themed just around you inside the chasm. So, we'll take a look at that some other day, but you can see it connect actually to the sulfur pits that we looked at the other day. So the intention is that these biomes, they don't feel separate. They're really sort of integrated part of the world. Like it's all one world that you're exploring. So you're actually coming up along the Crucible pretty soon. You can head down to the right, actually, take the scenic route.
Oh, see, Costa has the right idea.
Yeah, so we're taking the quick route through here to get to the Crucible because the basic idea, it looks like these guys want to go for a fight. The basic idea is that this is sort of a migration. Oh, wow, there's a lot of them down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw down some mines up here.
Oh, you want to pull them?
Oh, heck yeah, I want to pull them.
All right.
I can tell you think this is a bad idea, which is exactly why I want to do it even more. All right, guys, bring them back to the mines back here. Let them come to my trap of doom.
Yeah.
Oh, that worked perfectly.
Medusa buds were taken out pretty easy.
Well, I mean, don't let me have this, Brent.
All
okay,
right,
let me have this.
So these guys are migrating to the new Crucible, and a big part of a big part of this process would normally be that you want to activate the telesite network along the way, because once you set up that telesite network, you can easily get to anywhere you've been before and get to the transition to the previous zone, so that you can more easily pop between the different crucibles. So we're just hurrying because we want to get to the Crucible, and once you get to the Crucible, you'll resurrect there as well when you die.
Which one are we going for? We're going for.
Oh yeah, you're just going up the hill. That's where you're headed.
Yeah,
but
where we're
you
going.
know, you can be a tourist. It's fine.
I mean, I've been enjoying being a tourist and destroying everything I find.
That's right.
It's my favorite way to play this game.
So that emerald bloom actually is very handy. The paste you can create with it, you need to go collect from the Medusa buds.
Emerald paste.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, I think there's some dead Medusa buds over here.
I think they might have looted them all. There's a Medusa bud over there. But using that paste, basically anytime you kill a Medusa bud, you're likely to get a gland that they have. That since the Medusa buds live here, they eat different kinds of plants, and so you can process. They will process the different things that you use into various pastes, and those pastes give you buff. So the emerald bloom that you saw just there produces a paste that will improve your stamina. And that way you can, it's good for crossing environments or whatever.
Running
Especially,
around, going for a jog.
Yeah. Or if you're wearing heavy gear like this,
Like
it can
this,
help
yeah.
compensate for the stamina loss that it
Right, because the heavier the armor, the less stamina I have to
exactly.
go around.
Yeah. So you are at the Fungal Preservation Refuge.
What are the quarantine procedures, Brent? I've been instructed to review them. I feel like I need to know what they are.
So the thing about these signs is that they weren't placed here for you.
What?
This is for the ascendants who were here before you got here. So you're just gonna have to guess at what they were.
Wash your hands very carefully.
Yeah, exactly.
That was their contamination, their quarantine procedure.
Yeah. So getting into the camp here, the Fungal Preserve camp thematically has a lot of monsters, and it also uses a system what we've been calling breach points, where the monsters will spawn closer to the camp. Now you won't see that in the first siege, but it's something that is added. So each of the crucibles has its own sort of theme to it. The boost spots also give different powers when you build on them and when you activate them. So let's go ahead and activate this camp, and then we'll see if we can handle what comes at it.
Here we go.
All right. So finding another crucible is a pretty major milestone for the tribe, and you can take a look at what is on offer by pressing the crucible screen, and you can look through and see what kind of tech that you'll get here.
Emergency nanites.
Yeah. So here, if you complete this one, you're going to get the healing pillar, which is it's a quote-unquote turret of sorts, but it doesn't actually attack the enemy. It lets you trigger it and heal everybody nearby.
Okay.
So it's a pretty useful one to have.
Should we be building some traps is the real question.
Yeah, you probably do. So if we take a look, I think there's a lot of bugs on this, so you're definitely going to want some stick pot traps. We've, of course, jumped ahead a bit, so we might have to spawn some resources for you. Normally, of course, the players will have been gathering things and putting them in their storage, and thankfully, since the storage is digital, you can take it between any crucible.
There we go.
Yeah.
So the stuff I collect in the Fungal Preserve, I can go back to the valley, and my storage there will have the stuff that I left in the Fungal. Oh, okay. That's super helpful. He says out loud as if he didn't already know what this is.
Come on.
I'm bringing you guys along for the ride.
Exactly.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I had no idea. I'm a terrible game designer. Okay.
You're focusing on things that stab things.
I'm all about the stabby bits.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys start talking about strategy, my eyes glaze over. I have no idea what's happening.
Right.
All right, well, I threw down some traps here. I think our friends here can prepare for the other lanes. I'll stick here in the G lane. I believe if I take a look at the map here, this looks pretty good.
Yeah. So
G lane seems like a good idea, but we got a lot of guys coming out of this G lane.
And it looks like it's going to be Seekers, which are new as of this this one, and a bunch of Medusas. So probably you're going to want to switch to your glaive.
Maybe a glaive is the way to go. Hit some more enemies. Dealing with a swarm of guys. 13. Oh yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fight right there.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty of those. You might want an auto turret, actually. Would probably be a good idea.
Do I have the materials for an auto turret? I don't.
You can cheat.
I could cheat. I don't want the people to see what our cheating looks like. Here, look at my face while I shamelessly cheat.
That's fair.
Yeah, our cheat menus are not ready for you to look at. They will not be finished.
They probably won't be accessible.
They probably won't be accessible.
The final product.
So just some auto turrets. All right, I'll throw down some auto turrets. Sounds good. All right, don't worry. Shh. Nothing happened, everybody. It's fine.
That's right.
It's totally fine.
And of course, sticking an auto turret in front of a stickbot trap is always a good idea because they're going to be slowed down, taking the damage, etc.
Right about there.
But in this lane, it's going to be those Medusa buds, just a whole lot of them. Auto turret's always great against them, and the Seeker bugs. The Seeker bugs, they're scarabs. They're kind of similar to those bomb bugs that were in the first siege. But they will actually target players. So if they see you, they're just going to kind of go run at you and try to explode. So you can, if you're acrobatic, you can deal with them.
Just realized I need to cheat and add even more things to our inventory.
Oh man, what do you?
I know we came ill prepared. I need to make sure I have the stuff required to start the siege.
Oh yes, that's right.
So if I can't start the siege, then it's not going to be very exciting showing everybody the sieges.
Yeah, every siege. At the beginning has sort of a token offering.
Yes.
That you are giving to the Crucible in order to get it to reboot and start its upgrade sequence. Later on, there are some more significant offerings that you need to make that require you to sort of hunt across the world.
Go out in the world, kill some baddies, find some cool stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Let's hit the begin siege. Let's do a ready check, guys. Are we all ready? Look at all those dots. I think I'm the 5th dot, so I'm definitely ready. Let's do this.
All right. I think you can take it.
I believe in myself.
Don't die on the stream.
I believe in the heart of the card. It's going to be fine.
Actually, we're hoping that people do die when they play the game. It's supposed to be a challenging game. But you need your friends, and as long as your friends are there, they can resurrect you.
We'll do that on a very specific stream.
Watch out. That guy's going to explode.
Oh, yikes. They sting.
Yes. Those are the Seeker Scarabs, and they seek players.
I was ill prepared. Okay.
So be careful about that. All right, so
here we go.
He's making use of the major healing bulbs. So the healing bulbs are the things that you can find in the environment, and you can find the simplest one by just looking under trees, but you can then upgrade them into the better version. So it's a consumable economy.
Well, we chewed through those guys pretty quick.
Yeah, you guys have a bunch of people in this lane. I think it's going to be not too much of a challenge.
I feel like maybe the other lanes are where the help is needed, but who knows?
Oh, I'm sure that your tribe, everybody there is making good decisions.
They're all pulling their weight.
Right.
Oh boy, these dudes just keep coming. All right, Seeker Bug. All right,
yeah, maybe trigger him away from your auto turret.
Blow up. Is he gonna blow up? Oh!
Yeah, those guys are bad news. Ideally, you would use a ranged weapon against them. Watch out, watch out. Hey, you did it.
There we go.
And to platinum success. And you got your nanites.
Oh, I love nanites. Did you know, Brent, that these emergency nanites are the secret of near instantaneous biological repair station?
That's right.
Weird.
I mean, now, of course, these things are tuned to your particular biology.
Which was altered when we got here.
Exactly, correct.
That's important to know.
So who knows if they'd work back on Earth. Never going back there, so...
Yeah, no, that's old news.
Yeah.
Well, looks like
that's a new one.
That's, bugs. Oh, well, you got us.
Yeah. That's, we're going to definitely have to take a look at that one.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I'll enjoy making this free healing killer.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, these things happen, such is life. We should do a drinking game on the stream, where every time you see a bug, you have to drink.
Yeah.
Chocolate milk, of course. We don't want the rating of this game going up too high.
Yeah. Or Medusa bile.
Medusa bile. Yeah. Is that canon?
Yeah, that's
totally canon.
We'll have to work on that. Maybe it'll come out in like a tie-in novel.
That's
or
yeah. Oh, okay. That's for the graphic novel.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
So the healing pillar.
I'll put one down right here. Why not?
Yeah, they have a pretty significant power cost. So usually you don't want to have a whole lot of them. You want to put them somewhere central, like you did, so that other players can make use of it as necessary.
Do the healing pillars affect more than just players?
Correct. That's right. The reason you don't want to just put them there and trigger them continuously during a fight is that they will actually heal the monster. So you want to have them out of the way.
You heal everything that's compatible with Eden's biology, as it were.
Yep.
All right.
So this time you are getting looks like 4 lanes because one of them is going to have a breach.
Ooh, that doesn't look like very much fun.
Yeah, exactly. You can see that this is on the G lane, but there is something spawning sort of halfway down. So that's the start of the breach experience.
Oh, jeez.
So you're going to have much less space to deal with that. And this is primarily a feature of the forest camp. So like I said, every camp has its own sort of gimmicks, and so that's one of the gimmicks of this area.
Well, I've got some friends. Thanks, Mike. Mike's a real sport, you know.
It does look like there's a Gorgon coming this time, though. So you may want to keep that Biden ready.
Yeah. I'll keep that. Maybe I'll even hot swap in the middle of all this.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Hey, team. How do we feel about starting this siege? Anybody not ready?
Oh, they're all ready.
They're all 5 of them. All 5 of them. Yeah, we have friends. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Anybody can start the siege. That's the cool part. It's not just me.
Yep.
So
exactly.
somebody else hit the start siege button, and here we are.
And you can always force start the siege if you want.
Yes.
Just in case somebody goes AFK or whatever. We're interested in making things as easy for you as possible to get your tribe rolling. We don't put in a whole lot of different restrictions. But the ready check is there just for ease of communication purposes. You shouldn't let these guys go to the auto turret. They'll go.
That's a really good idea. Let's go hang out. That's why we put the turret down.
Exactly. So I think that the breach point is triggered. So yeah.
Oh wow. Oh yeah.
Pew pew. All right. But I think you've got some friends behind you that are going to take care of it. Yeah.
I believe in them.
I see a few arrows converging on all the red stuff.
There's some stuff going on up there. Here, I'll help them out.
Doesn't look like they need your help.
Shh, they needed my help.
All right.
It's a team game.
Get in and get some kill credit.
It's a team game.
So the auto turrets are very useful for taking care of the Medusas, but they do need protection. They will regenerate after the fact. Oh, but not if
a Gorgon trashes it. Oh, jeez, this is a terrible place to be.
Okay, if you want to help with that, maybe now would be good.
Maybe now's the time to slap on a Biden.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, where'd he go? Come here, buddy.
There you go. Oh wow. Yeah. This Biden does. Oh. Yeah. Once you have 5 people all stomping on the Gorgon.
Yeah.
And of course,
it does the trick.
This is a slightly earlier or lower difficulty than 5 players, so it's a bit easier.
Oh, Edenic zoology.
That's right. You didn't even know you wanted that, did you?
Did you know that there is no zoo in zoology? It's zoology. Everybody's learning something here. It's an important stream. No, that is how you spell it.
Yeah.
It's zoology.
Yeah. Of course. No, that makes sense.
I am a nerd. This is what I bring to the team, everyone. Did you know that Edenic?
Mm-hmm.
Edenic?
Yes, that's how you pronounce it.
I'll go with it. Edenic zoology is the secret of Edenic ecology and classification.
That's correct. Yeah. Now, of course, the thing that you get to use out of that is the biotic lure, which similar to the condenser rig, it lets you find places in the environment where you can bring the monsters to you. So in the case of the biotic lure, there are some monster locations that you can find out there, and then when you kill them, you might be able to get something unique that you can't get anywhere else.
That sounds exciting and mysterious.
Yeah.
Sounds almost like something we'll talk about on a future stream.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's for another day. All right, so now we've got a serious wave right here. So it's actually 2 wave siege this time. So most of the sieges are 1 wave because, we want to sort of get you into the flow of doing it. But every once in a while, you have a big serious one where it's more than 1. It can be up to 3 waves.
Yeah, you can note that the preview panels here have 1 and then a 2 numbering on them.
Yeah.
Showing you the first wave and the second wave.
Yeah.
There's some cool looking icons, lots of colors going on here.
These icons are, by the way, a work in progress.
Work in progress.
As is the UI, of course. There's going to be a lot of monsters coming this time, but you have 5 people, so you should sort of pick a lane and then decide how you're going to deal with it.
That lane I was just in, it's getting a little boring. Maybe I'll go over to this CF lane. I'm going to go hang out with Costa. Costa's a really great guy.
Yeah.
Handsome, charming, capable.
That's right.
Not like Mike. Basically, the polar opposite of Mike.
Yeah. We should really have those guys in here sometime.
Not Mike. Not Mike. That would be horrifying. we don't want anybody to like have a heart attack while watching the stream or anything. No. But Costa.
Yeah.
Easy on the eyes, that Costa.
So, often the things that we've been seeing when we're doing these sieges is that sometimes one person wants to sort of take it all and sort of handle things and play stuff out, and sometimes each person sort of handles their own lane. So it's really up to you how you guys prefer to do these sieges.
Right, we're out of power.
Yeah,
well,
people
that's
are using
okay.
them all.
That's, you know what? I think that's okay.
You think they can handle it?
I believe in us.
All right. Well, let's try. One of the things is that between each wave, you're going to have a certain amount of time. So, of course, that's an opportunity for you to rebuild.
Oh, maybe I should be putting on my glaive again.
Oh, that's right. Bomb scarab. So you definitely want to engage these guys as early as you can, but you're going to do probably most of your fighting against them on the stick pot traps.
Pots that are back there, yeah. Oh.
Although this guy is running ahead of the rest, so I hope that the other ones hit it.
Oh no! Okay, somebody had a well-placed mine.
Yeah, and another stick pot trap. Excellent.
There we go.
All right, what's coming up next?
Oh, we got some more guys hiding around the corner here, it looks like, judging by the map.
Medusa
buds.
All right.
I can do this, he says immediately before dying horribly and embarrassingly.
There is an auto turret in this lane.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, get away from this.
I don't have any sprint left. Oh, man.
See, you should have used the emerald paste.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Jeez. This is upsetting to me. Not my wisest move.
Get away.
Heal. I believe in me.
All right.
Come back here.
Where'd you try?
You know, they've got a lot of other things on their mind.
There's Costa.
There's no I in Team Brent, all right? Oh, not that guy. Yeah. Do not like those guys.
There's a Hierophant in this lane. You probably should have paid more attention, but that guy, as soon as he shows up on the field, he should be your #1 priority because he heals the other monsters.
That is awful.
Really annoying.
I do not like that.
It looks like he needs to play his death animation, take a drink.
Yeah, let's take a drink. It's me specifically. I'm the one who probably needs to fix that bug as well, so take a drink. Okay, oh shoot, there's wave 2 coming.
Oh, yeah, you guys better put out some...
I'm going to put some traps out or something.
Looks like you need... there's a lot of bomber bugs. You're going to need stick pot traps.
I don't have any.
You don't have any stick pot traps?
No.
Well, okay, there's one here.
There's one here. There's one here.
So you might have to make your stand at that point. Of course, if 1 or 2 bomber bugs get through, it's not the end of the world.
I want my platinum trophy.
Okay, all right.
All right, if I'm not getting platinum...
Yeah, I understand. Ooh.
Help me, auto turret.
Yeah, the auto turret is, it's useful.
It's not...
It needs a stick pot trap like this one right here. I think there might be a few more coming. Oh, but there is a breach up ahead as well, so
yeah,
that's going to be...
Medusa buds here.
Right.
I'll take the far ones. I believe in my team.
So this is illustrating sort of the philosophy of these interactive tower defenses. That the turrets don't do everything for you. They help a lot, but you need to be in there in the fray. Like
that.
Patrick is doing right here. Oh God! Oh, there's like 4 of them. Too.
Oh, good.
I think there's a Gorgon afterward.
Well, the turret can sacrifice its life for the Gorgon.
Whee!
He drank.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that guy. Come on. There we go.
All right, you got it. All right.
Okay.
So now it's for the Gorgon.
Now we got the Gorgon.
Ooh, something made it through. And I just saw that Empty just died.
Empty. Come on.
Somebody res him.
My auto turret. No.
Do your special. All right.
Oh, I lost it.
Get out of the way. All right. So ideally, it looks like you guys have enough time. There's not. This is the last monster, so you'll be good. Ideally, like in the last session, I believe, in order to most efficiently take out the Gorgons, you would have somebody with a hammer in order to break his armor, and a withering turret in order to do increased damage. But again, in this scenario, you should be good.
Oh, I didn't get the platinum.
No.
Well, somebody hurt. Oh.
I mean, it may have had something to do with Empty dying.
I'm gonna blame Empty.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like not #1, but #2, pretty good.
Oh, somebody named me Patty Cakes.
Yeah.
There's a nickname that I thought died many, many years ago.
I have to apologize. I should have thought that's probably traumatic for you. My bad.
I've had worse. I've had worse. I will not announce them on a live stream. I have definitely had worse nicknames than that. All right.
So, let's see. What's coming up in the next stream? Or sorry, the next wave.
The next siege here?
Siege. So it looks like you are going to be... this is not a technology one, but monster-wise, what's new?
Let's take a spin here.
Looks like you've got Hydras, and Seekers, and Myrmidons. So it looks like... Oh, and there's one more Hierophant in that. So it looks like this is going to be a sort of like a step down in challenge from the previous one. Because, it's called pacing.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of monsters. Still a lot of monsters coming.
As a wise man once said, they can't all be zingers.
That's right. That's true.
It is wise. Yeah. All right, well, I used the teleport tower or the telesite tower to zip me over to the more interesting of the lanes. Although we can't forget about lane C there. There are some things spawning, but there's also a turret hanging out over there.
Yeah. So the turret...
feel like it'll solve that problem relatively well. We've got a little breached lane here. We got... I feel like... team, you guys are doing great.
You're going to need that resource.
Am I? Does the button work?
Oh.
The button appears to work right now. Drink.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Is it... let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
I actually literally just changed that cost.
Okay. Okay, it seems to be working. Although somebody might have disabled it for the moment.
I think we might have some debug
commands. We might have some secret cheats happening to make it so we don't need to worry about these things.
Yeah.
Good job, Team Us, bringing attention to the development secrets. Oh, these guys are armored.
Right. Should have noted that. The armored scarab, so it looks like the other members of your tribe thought this through. But the armored scarabs require a better version of the stick pot trap. So basically the standard stick pot trap is good for small enemies and non-armored enemies. But in order to stop Gorgons or the armored scarabs, you need the stick pot trap plus. And to get that, you actually would need to craft a trap upgrade and combine it with the stick pot trap basic. All of the traps and all of the turrets have upgraded forms that have improved abilities. But that one in particular, you actually have to go to the sulfur pits in order to discover it. All right. Taking them out. All of the sort of sieges and everything like across the world are integrated. You need to, in order to... what was that? In order to find... somebody's doing something insane in this game. That is actually the polarity rod that he's using. There's a temporary VFX on it. One of the things we do in game development is that we put insano effects on things so that it gets fixed.
Yes. Nothing is worse than putting on a placeholder visual effect that looks reasonable enough and then having it accidentally go out the door because nobody realized that it was supposed to be replaced.
Exactly.
So go big or go home.
Yeah, exactly. So
if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. Yeah. I'm just a font of knowledge today.
Hey, that reminds me of a new tutorial.
Do we?
We might have to jump on top of a teleport tower and turn it off soon.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I did spend a whole bunch of time adding a new feature to this game that I forgot about right now.
Exactly.
Excellent.
So, yeah, we could take a look at that. I think that's probably enough sieges for now.
Sieges.
We could wander out into the forest some, but first let's take a look at some of these new functionality we've added.
Functionality we've added. Yeah, I want to find a nice tower here for this because this is fun to do from a height.
Yeah. Let's try it.
Heavy armor though makes it slow to run around. All right.
That's why you need the emerald paste.
Here we go. Well, this is true. I guess I should make some of that soon. But to start with, we've added a new feature to all of our weapons. I'm not even going to announce it. I'm just going to do it.
Bam.
Kaboom! Yeah. It'll be even better once we have some sound effects attached to it.
Yes, it's true.
Beyond the two of us just going...
Bam! That's right.
Yeah, it's not quite the same.
Yes, there will definitely be some sound effects coming in, and we're going to tune the VFX as well. But
all right, everybody, let's do some plunging attacks. Everybody plunge. Let's all do it. Yeah!
So one of the things about our characters, of course, is that they're teched up with this Ascendant technology so they can do crazy ninja stuff like that. Woo! All right, so the plunging attack does more damage the higher you are. So, like, one of the things you can do is it feels really good to teleport over and then just treat that as your entrance. Just dive in and bam, and smack all the monsters.
Get right in off one of those teleport towers.
Doing it as just like a little jump attack is, it'll do damage. It's not as effective.
You can play the game that way.
Yeah. But it just feels good to enter combat like that. Woo! Bam.
Kaboom.
So, make sure to use that when you're hopping between lanes.
I think I will.
Yeah.
All right. We can head out into the wilderness. Where would you like us to go, Brent?
I think you should actually head across that bridge over there.
Right over. Oh, right to that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a pretty cool spot up there. So the Fungal Preserve offers new resources, both in terms of what you can pick up from the environment and from the monsters that you can kill. Because of course the monsters are also resource clusters for you. If you can kill them. So you see a few of the same monsters, but there are unique ones and unique zones that they sort of cluster in as well. That happens a lot.
Yeah, nothing worse than getting caught by surprise by these dudes.
Yeah, because the wild Medusas with their charges, the thing where they turn green and like chase after you, they're one of our sort of like gotcha monsters, because you can run away from some monsters more easily, like the slow Gorgons, but the wild Medusas will sort of slingshot after you and make sure they hit you.
They do catch me by surprise fairly regularly.
Yeah. Again, since you're in a more foresty type environment, there are lots of opportunities for you to find the healing bulbs that grow at the base. So keeping an eye out for that is really helpful if you're sort of scavenging, as opposed to some of the other environments where there's more, where it's a bit scarcer.
Oh, he still got me.
Yeah. And this guy, tougher than the regular brute, but with 5 people,
5 of us?
Yeah, you're gonna make short work. The thing is, of course, that the world content is often tuned to be a bit even tuning. Why don't you even put that on?
Ooh. Well, I mean, if I can craft it. Can I? I can. Because cost is off, apparently.
Yep.
There we go. I can even...
Oh, is that why?
Yeah,
yes,
with cost off.
Yes.
Now I don't need to spend anything. Well, there's a...
Yes.
Is
right.
that a double drink now? Is that the rule when we introduce our own problems?
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I think that means that there's nothing wrong with the build.
There we go. Yes, it's a code PEBCAC. Problem exists between chair and keyboard.
Yeah. Yes. So head across that bridge. There should be cool stuff.
Yeah, but there's a lot of very mean people hanging out there, Brent. Why don't we activate our old turret that we left here the last time we were in town?
Those are the pods. There's another drink right there.
Oh yeah,
it's just the display name.
So it's all right. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Probably a bit overkill for 3.
Oh yeah, that's right. You already made fun of me about killing Medusa buds with those weapons.
Well, they're very effective in a siege, of course, because you want to kill them super efficiently. But of course, just a few Medusa buds in the environment's not. Patrick here is wearing the. Oh, you're gonna get stopped. Oh, you need to use your healing bulb.
Boy. Oh boy.
Patrick is using the Eden Tunic right now, which is the sort of stamina gear. So it's very effective for dodging and running, but he's going to take a little more damage than he was when he was metal armor, which actually reduced stamina. However, if you find them, you can make calcium paste that'll make up for that. The calcium paste will boost your armor. There's a bunch of different boosts like that in the game, because basically they economy. You want to be crafting things all the time, but due to the way that we have our sort of siege combat, it's pretty handy actually to right before you start a siege, equip and use one of these buff type objects. Because personally, when I'm playing like a sandbox game or an open world one, I don't use the temporary buffs that much because I'm not under time pressure, so I'm taking it slow. But with the existence of the sieges in this game, I find that I use them actually all the time. So we're moving into a more high altitude environment here.
It's feeling a little drier.
Yeah. There's more of the fungus, and you should head up to the left. There's also the cliff bulbs, which are what you use to get the one of the better healing. There's a new monster. Might.
Uh-oh.
I shouldn't tease. Actually, I think he might not have been put in yet, and that's okay because he doesn't have his VFX.
Yeah, that's okay. He's not quite ready for public consumption.
Yeah, but he's pretty cool.
As much as we like showing you guys work in progress things, there's a certain line of work in progress.
Exactly. So you just want to keep heading up. We'll get to a nice little finishing view. Keep in mind that those sort of anytime you see that the black corruption, that's sort of a good opportunity for you to find things like data keys, which will help you activate teleporters. And this actually up here, somebody's fighting the steadfast bud. That's sort of a little bit of a
kaboom.
The teleporters like this one to help you get around the environment. Each of them requires 3 data keys that you can find as a collector. But let's see. Oh, yeah, you need the 3 data keys.
I need the 3 data keys. Oh, no.
But you don't have to collect the data keys now. Just take a step out there and you can take a look at
how pretty this place is. Maybe if...
There we go. So you basically reached the other side of the valley. All the way over there is where you were starting. So if you had built those 2 telesites, which I hope you would do if you were playing the game normally, you would now be able to pop all the way across the valley or back to the crucible if you...
Look at all that. Look at all those mushroom trees, a big old chasm right down the middle like you described. And there's the beautiful dome of the monolith, ready for us to go over and check out.
So, you want... I'm very tempted to tell you to take a plunging attack. I'm pretty sure you'll die, though.
I'm pretty sure I'll die, but I think that's a great way to finish off the 3rd live stream. I haven't died yet this stream.
That's true.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
actually, well
done. Why break tradition, right?
Yeah, whee.
Oh. No, didn't die. I made it.
Some level artist get in there and fix that.
Yeah, should be dying. Drink. All right. Well, Raptor died. Somebody died correctly.
Thank you, Raptor.
So perfect. All right. Well, that will just about do it for yet another successful, I would say.
I think so. Yeah.
Eden Rising
we creamed our way through 4 sieges.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Normally it will be much harder. We're trained professionals.
Definitely.
Of course.
Strictly trained. Absolutely. All right, perfect. Thank you very much for joining us for yet another Eden Rising dev stream. Don't forget to check out the game on Steam. Add us to your wish list. That's always a great idea. We've got a Facebook page. We've got... do we have an Instagram account? I feel like we probably do.
We have a Twitter account.
Is that a thing?
Sure.
We have a Twitter account. The social medias. All of them.
Yeah.
Just do it. Smash that like button. Subscribe on YouTube if you're checking this out later on. We have a YouTube channel.
Check out the Ascendance Vaults features as well, because they're a really good way to sum up just the different chunks of the game if you want to understand the loop or how combat works.
Exactly. And beyond that, we'll see you on the next Eden Rising dev stream.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.